Because I'm in like PTSD mode from when Costco wouldn't stock them. Are you gonna tear up Grogu? Go get it! They've been coming later in the day, I've noticed. I've never made it and it be this thick right off the bat. This is the highlight of my week right now. Hello you guys, I just brought in all of the groceries. As you guys saw, I went to Costco. I did a restock. I'll still go through everything and give you guys a little haul, but most of this is restock stuff. I did get like a couple of cute slash exciting things, see what I mean in a second. And then I also actually went to the grocery store as well. Typically what I do is I'll go to Costco and get everything that I can, but you know, like Costco can be hit or miss as far as like what they have sometimes. So I usually do Costco first, then I go to the grocery store to fill in the gaps where Costco may not have had things, or you know, there's just like certain things you can't get at Costco or that don't make sense to buy in bulk. But I mainly also went to the grocery store because I bought all of the fixins to make vegan chili tonight, although it's not entirely vegan because I do put cheese on top at the end. But if you are looking for a vegan chili recipe, I actually make this every single year. It's kind of like my kickoff to fall. This recipe is amazing. It tastes so good. I used to do it with ground turkey, but since Trevor can't eat meat, I switched to using Beyond Meat. He's not supposed to be eating Beyond Meat either, but he can have it once in a while. He's not supposed to be eating it regularly. So I switched the recipe to using Beyond Meat instead of turkey. That way he can enjoy it too. But let me go through and show you guys what I got from Costco. So first off, as I'm sure you guys can tell, we really stocked up on drinks this round. They actually had 2 different Waterloo packs, which I was so excited about. So of course I got both because Waterloo, if you guys don't know, is the best sparkling water brand in my opinion, but I'm just gonna state that as a fact because it's so good. Like, it's really flavorful. I really like it a lot. The carbonation for Waterloo is super good. I recommend it. But this first pack has strawberry, lemon lime, which is tied with grape as my favorite Waterloo flavor, and then black cherry, which is one of Trevor's favorites. And then down here, this one has passion fruit, which we've never tried the passion fruit, so that'll be interesting. I'm not typically a passion fruit girl, but I'm willing to try it. Then this one is the blackberry lemonade. This one is so freaking good. And then another one of my favorites, I would say this is like in second place behind the Tide lime and grape flavors, but the cherry limeade, so good. And then I restocked on Fairlife, not because I'm out, but just because I'm in like PTSD mode from when Costco wouldn't stock them for, I think it was like 10 months or something. They used to like be like the #1 place to get Fairlife, and then all of a sudden Fairlife disappeared for months. So every single time I go, I get some, even though I'm not even halfway done with the pack I have now. I just don't want to run out. But these have 30 grams of protein and 150 calories. So like the macros on them is really, really good. It's 2 grams of sugar, but in particular, these literally taste like a chocolate milkshake. They are so fucking good. If you work out a lot, you're trying to get your protein in, go to Costco and get these. They're amazing. And then Trevor wanted Monsters, so I got this giant pack of Monsters for him. I think there's 24 in here. It's like insane. Then over here, I got some Pirate's Booty. I haven't had Pirate's Booty in forever. I love Pirate's Booty, and it's just like one of those. I always forget to get it. So it wasn't on my list, but it caught my eye, and I was like, okay, you know what? I want some. I got a big bag of it. Then I got Spartacus some new treats. Oh, did your ears just perk up? I'll give you this in a second. These are kind of similar to a different treat that he has. He has like these sausage sticks. These are kind of like the same thing, except for these are lamb sticks. So I'll have him try that in a second. Also got orange juice for Trevor. Vital Proteins Collagen Peptides. I put this in my coffee every morning, and I just ran out on Thursday. It is currently Sunday, which wasn't a big deal because I knew I wanted to go to Starbucks for a couple of days, which obviously I don't use this on the days I go to Starbucks, so got this restocked just in time. And then I also grabbed these spinach and cheese raviolis, just like for a quick dinner. I figured I could add like shrimp and then saute these and some olive oil and some garlic, just like for something really simple. Obviously top it off with Parmesan because I am obsessed. And the macros on these aren't bad. They're 230 calories and then 13 grams of protein. That's what I really liked about these. So that plus the shrimp and Parmesan would be like a pretty high protein dinner. Then up here, we've got some berries. I've got strawberries and blueberries for me and Trevor. We're sharing that. I also grabbed this chicken shawarma. It looked really good. And I figured I could use this for one of my dinners, just add in some basmati rice, which we always have in the house. And then I think it would be really, really good just with like a side of fresh cut Roma tomatoes and cucumbers and maybe a little feta on top. So grab that for another like dinner option because I have been getting bored with my dinners. So wanted to switch things up a little bit. And then as always, I always grab ground turkey. I use this for both Spartacus and I for his meals. And then one of my favorite lunches is like a turkey taco bowl. So I always have this on hand. And then you guys, if you remember my last Costco haul, I talked about these. I had seen these and I refrained from getting them last time, but I knew if these were still in stock, I was gonna end up getting them, and it obviously was. But some Mandalorian 3-pack of dog toys. Yeah, I just couldn't resist. We've got Mando, Grogu, and then this like little bone with a bunch of different Grogu drawings on it. And then lastly, just for snacking, I grabbed some low sodium Italian dry salami. I love snacking on salami. I haven't done it in a while. Like I was in a huge salami phase a while ago. Then I think it was like once Trevor couldn't eat meat as much anymore, we didn't buy it. So I haven't really been snacking on it, but I was craving it the other night. And when I saw it in Costco, I was like, okay, I'm getting back on this train because I love salami as a snack. Just like to grab a couple pieces if I'm feeling peckish while I'm cooking. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating so hard right now. But when you put the groceries away, but I just want to make sure Spart likes these new treats. Spartacus, you want a treat? Come here, I got you a new one. Hi, baby. This one's lamb, not a double. You sit. Touch. Thank you. Are we a fan? Yes, we are. Okay. Perfect. I figured he would be since he likes the other ones. Look, I also got you some toys. I don't know if you'll play with these right now. He like gets in modes where he plays with toys. He's not one who like wants to play with them all the time, but every once in a while he'll go over to his toy corner over here and just start bringing out all his toys and playing with them. Okay, buddy. We've got Mando. Hey, are you paying attention? Sir? Sir, I'm trying to give you a gift here. We got Mando. And snap. And we got Grogu. Which one? Ooh, which one? Which one? Which one? Go get it. Go get it. Oh, you got Grogu? Okay. Oh. Are you gonna tear up Grogu? Go get it. Go get it. Alright. Sorry about the noise. The dishwasher is running right now. I'm just rinsing up the berries that I got from Costco. So I did this last time. I got berries from Costco and it made them last a full 2 weeks. It was insane. So I'm going to do the same thing again. And hopefully these will last for a while. I'm just going to give them a quick rinse. Get all the way in there. Okay, perfect. Then I'm gonna take some white vinegar and I'm literally gonna pour it all over both these berries. I'm gonna let it sit for a few minutes. Oh my God, there's a hummingbird, you guys. Look, do you guys see? Hold on this side. Do you guys see it? They've been coming later in the day, I've noticed. It used to be in the mornings that they would come, but now it's like in the afternoon and stuff. But I love it when they come and eat from the feeder. I've been replacing it like every other day because I didn't want the nectar to go bad in the heat. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna put some of this on, let it soak for about 5 minutes or so, and then rinse it all off again. And then I'm gonna let both berries air dry completely. It might even be until like tomorrow that they're air drying, and then just pop them back in the fridge. And I swear to God, it made my produce last for so long. I know like some people may have different methods where you do like a vinegar soak or stuff like that. This is just the method that works the best for me, that I've had success with. Just pour it right over all of these, make sure that they all get soaked. And it's probably better if you guys put it in a strainer. I am lazy and I don't want to, so be better than me. The blueberry container is so weirdly shaped, but okay, that should be good. Then, like I said, let it sit for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna rinse off all the vinegar really thoroughly. So I'm gonna rinse them off so that these don't taste like vinegar when I'm gonna move them to the other side of the sink so I don't accidentally throw dishes in here on top of them. But yeah, it should take a few hours for those to air dry completely. So I'm gonna make the chili earlier than expected. I was gonna make it for like a later dinner, have it ready by like 8. It's currently 5:15, but I've been so lazy about making myself a lunch that I've just decided I'm gonna have a dinner, and if I'm hungry later, I'll make myself a chicken quesadilla. So we're gonna do early chili also too, that way then it'll be ready for when Trevor gets home, so that's actually kind of like great timing. But for this chili, again, the recipe will be in the description. It is a turkey chili recipe, but we're subbing in impossible meat instead to make it vegan. But you will need impossible meat, crushed garlic. I like to add fire roasted sweet corn to mine. That's not in the recipe. This is an extra that I do for myself. This is for the topping. This is the only time that I spring for the Tillamook shredded cheddar, is for this chili specifically. This chili is the best chili and it deserves the best cheese. So Tillamook farm style thick cut shredded medium cheddar, 1 white onion. I'm only gonna like use about 1/4 of this and chop it up, and that will be for toppings. And then I have a brown onion. This one I cut up the whole thing and I actually use in the chili. And then we have cilantro also for toppings. You need 16 ounces of kidney beans, 28 ounces of crushed tomatoes. And the first time I made this recipe, I used this brand and I've never strayed from it whenever I do make this recipe. I know that this brand's like a nicer brand of like canned tomatoes and stuff, so this is another thing that I spring for specifically when I'm making this recipe. And then for the seasonings, you're gonna need ground cumin, oregano leaves, chili powder, paprika. Fun fact, Trevor says paprika wrong all the time. It drives me nuts whenever he asks me for it. He says paprika. It's like nails on a chalkboard to me. And then obviously I'll also need salt and pepper. So again, the recipe will be below. I'm not gonna necessarily walk through it, but it's pretty easy. I mean, the most prep is to chop up the onion, and other than that, you're just kind of throwing everything into a pot and cooking it and letting it simmer. And then I do one extra step at the end, which I will show you guys when I get to it.
Code in at the B&B, I'm take it out. Late flights till the check-ins, baby, we just young and restless. Leave the drama for the soap. Yeah, I got little money, need some more, but I still got time to let you know. If you're trying to slide, baby, that's good with me. You the main attraction when it's stole the scene. Picture perfect, baby, you're sight to see. So baby, that's good with me. How you hotter than Tabasco? Sipping got me loopy, this might turn to a fiasco. So let's make Kanye, cause it sound like he ain't out.
Chill out.
I ain't tripping, I'm just trying to make this cash flow. You smoking like tobacco. Whoa. Break it down. Put your phone down, we on D&D. I'ma take it out. Late flights till the check-ins, baby, we just young and restless. Leave the drama for the soap. Shit, I got a little money, need some more, but I still got time to let you know. Try to slide, baby, that's good with me. You the main attraction when it's
So typically when I make this chili, I like to thicken it up. I'll make a slurry, which I'll do equal parts water and flour, and throw it in there, bring it back up to a boil, and let the slurry simmer out, and it thickens it so much. Unfortunately, I went to go get the flour, and I forgot that I've had that flour for a while, and there's a bunch of bugs in it, so no slurry this time. If you guys are curious about that, you can check out previous vlogs where I've made this chili. Really easy, like I said, equal parts flour, water, throw it in, boil, simmer it out. But here's where we're at right now. It's pretty much good to go. Luckily, it seems to have come out on the thicker side this time, which is great. It has about 10 more minutes left. And in those last 10 minutes, I'm gonna add in this fire roasted sweet corn. Cool. Let's see here. instructions, try by 3 minutes. Perfect, so it'll be in there for longer than it needs. But yeah, just stir the sweet corn on in. This is like actually very thick. I've never made it and it be this thick right off the bat. I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit since we've got the corn in there. I just want to make sure it cooks the corn, melts it, and then I've got the topping going over here. I chopped up some white onion. I prefer white onion to use as a topper as opposed to using brown onion. I think the white onion just gives a better like zing. Then I already washed the cilantro and it's been drying over here in a paper towel, but I'm gonna coarsely chop up some cilantro. Oh, there's a couple of wilted pieces in here. No. So confused on where all this wilted cilantro is coming from. This is a fresh one I bought today. Then typically I make cornbread to go with my chili, but I wanted to try doing Fritos in the chili this time, so I'm swapping it out. But yeah, I'm gonna do some crushed Fritos over top. So this has a few more minutes and we should be good to go to start assembling a bowl. Okay, y'all, we are ready. Oh my gosh. I can't even tell you guys how wonderful the kitchen has smelled while this has been cooking. Like, I don't know if I've been this excited for any meal as of lately at least, but giving myself a big bowl because why not? It is my dinner. Just gonna leave this on the stove. Trevor should be home soon, so just let it stay nice and warm. Maybe I'll put a little bit of a flame underneath, just a teeny one, just to keep this warm. I mean, she is an absolute beaut. I love a good thick chunky chili, and I'm so glad that this one came out thick, especially since I couldn't make my slurry. To start assembling, I'm going to do just a small handful of Fritos. About this much. Crumble it. I do a little bit more. Want that salty goodness. Of course your guys' battery is dying. Why wouldn't it? Luckily I always have one charging, but okay. Then next, this thick cut medium cheddar. I'm gonna do a little bit more because you know what? Why not? And then I don't do a ton of onions. I just like a little bit, not too much. Trevor's mainly the onion person when it comes to this chili. But I do love a ton of cilantro. Like, give me all the cilantro. Perfect. Literally, I can't think of any other meal I've been this excited about in the last few months. Like, this is the highlight of my week right now. First bite of the fall season. Just, I'm so happy right now. Get some cheese in there, a little bit of everything. Oh my god. I miss this so much. Well, this is so good. I'm literally salivating as I'm eating. And with the Fritos, it's such a nice like salty crunch in here. It's perfect. I'm glad I added it in this time. You guys, try this recipe out. Make it vegan if you want. Make it beef, make it turkey, make it chicken. I don't care what protein you use. But you have to try this recipe. It's just, it's so freaking good.